So the first thing we want to know is whether consumers seek out fair trade certified products in the marketplace. In order to test that, we took fair trade certified coffee, we labeled it as fair trade certified in one set of stores, we labeled it with a placebo label that had no ethical component to it in the other set of stores, and we observed what happens to sales as consumers are making their day-to-day purchases in these stores. And what we found was that sales increased by 10%, a remarkable margin given the competitiveness of the industry, under the fair trade certified label. The second main finding that came from the study is that once we raised the prices on the fair trade certified coffee, sales actually continued to grow. There was a positive price elasticity, but this was only true for one of two fair trade certified coffees that we tested. For the less expensive coffee, the sales actually decreased dramatically. And so that suggests to us that there's two segments in the market. There's consumers who are willing to support the price increases that come with fair trade certification, but there are also consumers who will not support this. And it's about an equal split. I think the main takeaway is that there's substantial support for fair trade certification in the marketplace today, but it's not unlimited. So I think there is a fair segment, a fairly sizable segment, that is not willing to pay more for these ethically made products as much as we might want to. But there is a fairly large share of consumers that are willing to pay more for these products, and that's something that companies, I think, can take as an important lesson. I mean, I think that this gives you an opportunity to differentiate your product from your competitors, and to really I think there is a business case for these ethical differentiation schemes where you basically try to pass on some of these costs for ethically upgrading your supply chains to the consumers. I think the lesson that comes from our experiment is that this is something that you should look into seriously. You should look into whether you can ethically differentiate your product, because there are consumers out there, depending on the market that you're in, that are really willing to reward you. And who might, on the other hand, punish you if you don't go down this road, and might be singled out as the company that's kind of left behind, while your competitors are ethically upgrading, you're not doing that. And so I think there's a risk to not considering these schemes, and to not thinking about, what can I do to produce my products in a way that it's environmentally more friendly, that is sort of ethically more sustainable, that has a better impact on the planet, which are things that we all care about.